Welcome, good afternoon, good evening, everybody here, watching it live, watching it later. This is Kabaldev Sharma, and I welcome all of you present out here preparing for SSC CGL Tier 2 examination. Okay, I start a new topic today, and which is going to be a very, very crucial one when it comes to your selection, when it comes to your rejection, because closed test, RCs, and parajumbles are the keys, I should say, to getting selection or getting rejection out there. They make the difference. And for many of you, I'm sure for many of you, this is a hurdle, or say one of the hurdles, that sir, I can't attempt close test precisely. Sometimes I get 2 correct, 3 correct, most probably 4 correct, not all of them correct. It differs the way I'm going to explain all of these things to you. Welcome all of you here from my side. Manish, Menak, Jagjit, and Jaji, and many out here present. Welcome. So let's start the session. In between, I would love to say, in case you have any difficulty, any query, question, you can ask your doubts here. Either me or my assistant will answer you shortly. Before I say anything, this is a closed test, which is actually based on the principle of closure, which means if you come across anything such, you would try to fit them as per your own understanding. I'm sure all of you must be 18 to 20 to 24 years of age, and we have come across this motivation line any time in our life, that once a professor in some college class wrote this on the screen, on the board, and people are going to try to fit as per their own expectations, understanding and such. Some of them wrote goal, some of them wrote girl. It's up to you. But in examinations, what happens? We have to be unanimous. The answers to all the questions must be one. SSC is not going to create a different answer sheet for you, for me, for anybody else out there. How it differs, let me show you. How we can be unanimous, let me show you. The first and foremost thing I would love to show before all of you here. What do you think? I know I haven't taught anything. I am going to teach now. What do you think should be the correct answer for this filler? People who are live are requested to answer, please. What do you think should be the answer to this filler, in your opinion, which is, say, the most appropriate answer? What works for your blank space may not work for you and your team, for your juniors, superiors, subordinate, companions, colleagues, and such. I'm waiting for your comments. Menak, Manish. Welcome. Pranam, Namaskar. Hey dear. Okay, this is the mistake that we commit. Since this is the first class, I must make those nuances clear. Don't do this. Because what you did was this. That was just a 4-letter word, so we couldn't make the other assumptions here, or other possibilities here. Here we have 5 options. One is answering this, one is answering that, somebody is answering this, somebody is answering that. Ajay, no answer is possible, because how can we be sure you are talking about which purpose, what purpose and such? Let me put another one. There is no answer to this. Why? Explaining in a couple of minutes. If I ask you, in order to save time, demonetization, say, demonetization, all of us know what happened on 18th or 8th of November 2016, if I'm not wrong. 8th of November 2016, if I'm not wrong, demonetization was a blank space decision. Options are going to be 2. I'm teaching you the basics. That was a good decision, that was a bad decision. Of course, you are going to put forward your views. Yes, sir, that was a good decision because it happened, it happened. We are not discussing GS here. Even I didn't make the paper of SSC, of banking, of RBI, of any state level examination. You cannot be biased in examinations, remember. I repeat, if I ask you demonetization was a blank space decision, please don't answer without going through the theme of the whole passage. Because, for example, if we say, sir, that was a good decision, okay, but in the given closed test, in the given passage, the next line says, that was one of the biggest disasters of all time. That was one of the biggest disasters of all time. How would you satisfy the tone of the passage if you say that was a good decision? That was one of the biggest disasters of all time. If you're calling something a disaster, shouldn't be good. The only thing, or I should say the foremost thing you should change is putting things from your own understanding. You are not the one who wrote the passage. I am not the one who wrote the passage. There is somebody else who wrote the passage. So these are the basics I should mark here, depending upon which you can answer cloze tests correctly. What happens? You have to be sure that first of all you grab the tone of the passage, the theme of the passage, the flow of the passage. Many of the passages are positive completely. We will be picking positive words. Many of them are negative. We'll be picking negative words. Some passages change their flow in between. Initially, it started with the benefits of something, but later on, it also marked some of the disadvantages. You better know everything has its pros and cons. Some things marked the advantages, some the disadvantages. So first of all, please go through the flow, tone, theme of the passage. And this is difficult for many people because it judges your grammar. You have to pick the options. Many a time in SSC examination, they have given fillers in cloze test based on grammar. I am going to show you the very first one based on grammar. It judges your vocabulary. Of course, you should know the meaning of all the words. And above all, it judges your context, your reading skills also, because you have to answer what fits there as per the flow, as per the tone, as per the theme of the passage. I hope you got my message. So first of all, read the passage, skim the passage, but carefully. What's the tone? Positive, negative, or some mixed in between? Do remember, whatever you put here, Ajay, should match the flow of the passage. That means that should continue something marked in the first filler, that should continue something which is going to be there in the third filler, which means a cloze test is quite different from a single filler. What happens in a single filler? We have just one line depending upon which the answer lies there. But in a cloze test, the answer to the first filler may be here. The answer to the second filler may be here. At the end of the passage, the answer to the last filler may be here, marked in the first line, second line, or third line. So it's a whole passage, not just a couple of lines. I hope you got my message. Eliminate the options as per grammar, first and foremost. Eliminate the options as per the vocabulary words given out there. And for sure, logic, flow, tone stands number one. And yes, the more you practice, the better you be and become. Remember, you have to link the sentences collectively. It's not just one single filler. I hope my message was clear. Do not try to answer what you think is the answer. What's the passage is all about? Do not try to answer what you think is the answer. Read the passage first, grab the tone, theme, flow, and answer accordingly. Let's start with an easy peasy one first. You can go through the passage. Sometimes one of the best comments here, sometimes the answer or the answers to a cloze test are marked in the cloze test itself. Yep. Welcome everyone here. Welcome. Something such. You are correct. Manish, I'll answer this, brother. Something such. Yep. Done. So now you know what the passage is all about instead of answering just looking at one line and answering, this is going to be the answer, which can never be the answer. Never. Rest is your understanding. The first one. This is one of the easy ones, so I have picked authentically from SSC. Maybe a couple of them, an easy, a moderate, and then since we are here for tier 2 examination, we will discuss some difficult ones. Welcome everyone. This is, I needed to show you authentically from PYQ of SSC. Many a time they have given options totally based on grammar, say participles, finite verbs and such, totally based on grammar. One of the samples I can show you here. All of us know, I repeat from SSC, just for sample, not every single day I'll be giving you PYQs, has takes a third form after this. This is not the third form. V2, ing, so independent of the context, independent of vocabulary, grammar plays its role here. Today would love to mark you. At 6 we have the All India live mock description on the English medium channel. There are some questions, they are very good. I'll show you in next 1 hour. Grammar is important there as well for any filler, for anything such. Next. That was grammar. Now we may have some, you go through this. They are blank space to academic stress because they go through so many personal and social changes. Jai Hind, welcome heartily. Hey everyone, Jai Hind. Perfect, people who answered this. Yep. We have some fixed prepositions. Hey, I'm scared of this. I'm scared of this. You are accountable for, responsible for, liable for all these things. We have the fixed preposition to after this. And I have resistance to something. But if the students have resistance, why? As a result, we need solutions. If they already have resistance, that means they do not have resistance. We need to devise some solutions and something such. So they are prone to, they are vulnerable to, they are susceptible to. That means this change, the personal, the social, can cause harm to them. They are prone to. One of the fixed prepositions you can mark here. Vulnerable to, prone to, susceptible to. Doubts welcome. Welcome heartily. Yes, Radhika. Menak. Perfect. This is a good one, I would say. It's totally on the context. So you have to design some effective and efficient blank space solutions which require a thorough understanding of the causes and consequences of academic stress. Exposed to, very good. Exposed to also one of the possibilities. But Menak, the meaning of collateral is the amount of money or the papers of property that we give to the bank in order to get some loan. So that's the collateral we submit to a bank in order to get some loan. No, solutions can't be collateral. Collateral is the amount of, I should say, property papers or anything such which you're going to submit before the bank in order to get some loan. No, for stress, for changes, personal changes, academic stress, we shouldn't say we should have physical solutions. We can have mental solutions as well. Hey, brother, you shouldn't study for 18 hours a day. You can just study for 8 to 10 hours a day and qualify an examination. So that shouldn't be a physical solution. Nope. Welcome, heartily. No problem. But Komesh, it's convention, not the conventional solutions. Had it been, could have been a possibility. But here we can't even talk about the conventional solutions, the traditional solutions, the old ones, because nowadays academic life is challenging for students. Nowadays, so those conventional solutions won't help you. What we need to do, we need to intervene in between. We need to interfere in between that way. For example, being a parent, we can suggest, advise, hey, you shouldn't study for 18 hours a day. Come on, don't worry about that. You're preparing for SSC CGL, not UPSC. Even they also don't study for 18 hours a day. That's a myth, a hoax. Come on, do this, don't do this, don't do that. We are interfering in between. We need to interfere in between in order to handle that stress, that personal change, that social change. We need to intervene. Teachers, your parents, and such. So some solutions which are going to intervene in between. I did say that. Some options are quite easy in the same close test. Some are moderate. Some are difficult. See? Next. Objections welcome. Ajay, that will be grammatically correct. How? Because nouns also behave as an adjective. See? World Health Organization. See Kapil Sharma show, the Modi government, the Virat Kohli team, a Shah Rukh Khan movie, and such. Nouns also behave as adjectives. Don't you see water pollution? One of the common examples I say. Water is also a noun. Pollution is also a noun, but this is behaving as an adjective here. So nouns can behave as an adjective. Sports teacher, sports shoes, and such. Got it? Virat. Yes. So exams are one of the most important, I would say, most important aspects of one's life. They are stressful, most important. Can't be more, there is no comparison there. Can't be more, there is no comparison there. Either this or that. We shouldn't be eager in our life for examinations, and they are not one of the eager aspects, but they are one of the most important, crucial, such crucial, important, not only in school or colleges, in real life as well. Abhishek. Yes, Amit. Crucial in terms of important. The next line defines it all. Tanu. Whether they are students or adults, it's not such we don't have examinations at the age of 25, 30 or 35. Our father has been through many changes. Also personal, social. So that's also a piece of examination we can say, some sort of examination we can say. I did drop a message. I did hate you. I wasn't aware of this also. No problem. All well. See, quick. Exams are stressful for everyone, whether students, adults. The next line says it all. Because everyone wants to perform well in life, as per the tone of the passage. Everyone wants to perform well, not just scoring marks and such, and no one wants to fail so as to avoid blank space in the future. So what do you want to avoid in the future? You want to avoid something in the future. That means a negative option must be there that we need to avoid. Okay. See, ambiguity, I think all of us know, is uncertainty. And if we are clear, we can drop the uncertainty. We can say avoid the uncertainty. Okay, I want to appear in UPSC examination. If I get selected, I can be an officer. If I don't get selected, I won't be able to become an officer in that way. So that's how I can be so sure I deserve this post, I do not deserve this post. The simplest example I can give here. Okay. Sneak preview is for deceiving purposes. What these people are doing, let me see them. That's the sneak preview. Watching someone's privacy and such. Not the appropriate word here for this close test. Wanderlust. Hey, we should go to Shimla, we should go to Nainital, we should go to, say, Bangkok and such. Let's wander. Nothing such is there. Purpose, that's a positive word. How can we avoid purpose in future? If we avoid purpose in future, future won't be future. We should avoid any uncertainty in the future in order to be sure in the future. Okay, that was a good close test, a mixed one, easy, moderate, and difficult. Let's have another one from PYQ, and then I'll show you curated by me. Superb, Ajay. If you want any reference, can go through the YouTube sessions. We have completed more than 2/3 of the book, more than 300 pages. Thank you so much. Doubts, welcome. Obsession for travel. Let's go to this place or that place and that way. If we perform well, we will not have the fear of ambiguity in future. Yes or nothing? Because we always want to travel. Done. Answer carefully, concentrate the maximum you can, keeping not just a single line in your mind, the whole tone, theme of the passage. That's how we can pick options accordingly. Do not treat a single line as a single filler. The best point I can mark for close tests. If you treat, yes, you are correct contextually. Let's see what's given in the options. You are correct. Amit. Yes. Let's see. This is also asked in SSC PYQ. Next ones will not be the PYQs. Everything we know about the dinosaurs is blank space fossils. Is taken after, which is, let me help you, to resemble, which is held on, given in, based on. Choose the most appropriate one. Absolutely. Everything we know about the dinosaurs is based on the evidence. Perfect. Totally depends on the evidence. What the evidence says, we will follow that. So this is not resemble the evidence. What we have, it looks like the evidence. Nope. Held on, given in is fine, but evidence is not going to be a book in which something is given. That's a piece of stone. What is that? That's the bone of a dinosaur. Okay. So it's not given in, it is based on, depending upon, and such. For centuries, people throughout the world have blank space, bones, and footprints. The easiest of the lot. For centuries, people have blank space, bones, and footprints. Throughout the centuries, they have designed, hold on a sec, evidence of dinosaurs. I don't think so. Can be designed, can be invented. No, fabricated, quite the same as invent. Your mobile phones, ICs, your computers, laptops, and their ICs particularly are fabricated. We cannot make them. We can just find them. Discover. AI can invent it. Perfect. early finds inspired blank space and fairy tales. Now, whatever you think shouldn't be available here, they inspired, I think, those who find things based on the fossils and evidence such. Fame is a noun, the abstract noun. So how can the early finds, people found something that inspired fame and fairy tales out of context? Celebrities, we are not talking about celebrities here. Honor, which is an abstract noun. Uh, Legends, probably those scientists, those activists, people from the archaeological department and such. Out of context, but yes, the most appropriate one. That's what they say. It will happen a number of times that what you think is not the option available there. You have to pick the most appropriate one. Fame cannot be, honor cannot be, people should be here. People, inspired people. So there should be someone which is human. Celebrities and legends. Celebrities is not the term we are discussing here. If we were talking about Bollywood, movies, songs, could have been a possibility. The best option. Yep. And people, blank space, that these bones belonged to people aimed. People, hello. Have you read the chapter of compound interest and simple interest in mathematics? So can you help me calculate some interest on some amount of money if you can? People, blank space, these bones belong to huge monsters. Aim, this is not a target we are aiming at. Opposed, no. Based on, belonged to. So you're not opposing the idea, what you find. Arranged, these bones, we're not arranging them. We assume, we think, we believe, we imagine that way. We believe so, we think so, we imagine so, we assume so. Not sure, but still, we think it should be somewhat such. So you have to mark something which is synonymous to huge monsters because it belongs to some the blank space or blank space. Spirits is an abstract noun. Spirits can't have bones. Devils, fine, not bad. Ghosts, another one, a synonym of spirits. Giant. When it comes to huge, giant will be a better synonym. And that is the answer. Last. Done? Okay, that was the last one. Now, this is not PYQ based. This is made by me, curated by me, and it's all yours. Please go through the theme first. Now we are heading towards tier 2. I have given you enough overview of what cloze tests are. I think all of you know now. We have to eliminate grammar, vocabulary, and of course the context in our mind. Have a look. Don't be sorry. I don't think so. Let me check. Thank you for mentioning something. We will discuss this. One of the meanings of the word legend is a traditional story. Thank you so much for mentioning this. One of the meaning of the word legend is a traditional story. So here it's not defining the people out there, it's the story based. A traditional story is sometimes popularly regarded as historical but not authenticated. According to legend, he banished all the snakes from Ireland. The legend of king this and that. A legend is a traditional story considered historical but not authentic. Superb, Vaibhav. Okay, grab the theme first, please. Thank you so much, hey dear. Yes, they are. The RBI Grade B ones, huh? Remember, we have a class at 6 p.m. today, just after this one, at the same channel. And that is going to be, I shouldn't say this, but for the first time, for the English medium students, the description of All India Live Mock, which I think you've been witnessing since the afternoon for GS, for maths, for reasoning, at 6 for English every Tuesday. Done? Ajay, Menak, Manish, and everyone watching it live or later. Showing options in 30 seconds. Now, please keep this theme in your mind that you are talking about economy, say some global markets, some changes in trade agreements, and such, and keep your options accordingly. Mark the answers accordingly. The first one. Answer carefully. They are not the easy ones now since we are preparing for tier 2, not for tier 1. Answer carefully, no problem. Absolutely correct. No, Ajay. Most welcome. Hey dear, and all of you. No problem, I can go a little slow. You are saying the close test is in recent years, the global economy, global, has experienced some fluctuations. Okay, fluctuations may be going from up to down or say down to up. I don't know, due to some various factors. And one of the most notable trends has been the rise of some economies. I don't know what these economies are. They may be the advanced ones, developing ones, stable ones, and declining ones. That's what I mentioned at the very first glance of this class. That do not answer anything from your own perception. Go through the close test. The next line says it all. It says the economies which have shown impressive growth despite the global uncertainties. Despite global uncertainties, if you have shown impressive growth, Ajay, it can never be stable because stable is something which is fixed and it has shown impressive growth. It can't be declining even. Economies which are advanced already, just like developed countries and developing countries, so something which is already developed may not show impressive growth, but you are saying in the next line, see, these emerging markets, that means they are emerging. So a better choice now from advanced or developing. Stable cannot be here, say declining cannot be here. These are the negative options. Either developing or advanced. The next line says it all. These emerging markets, that means they are emerging. Not advanced, they are emerging, developing, a better choice. Okay. Next. Developing is a better option. Yep. Perfect. Uh, you are saying these markets attract considerable from investors. So what are you going to get from investors? Debt? I don't think so. In a positive tone, you're talking about the emerging markets. If they were attracting debt, they shouldn't be emerging. They were declining, say. Regulations, that's not the government. Subsidies, no objection. But we have investors, we get investment from them. The most appropriate choice. Looking for high returns on their investments. Absolutely. Thank you for learning it so quickly. Cloze tests must be attempted by keeping the whole tone theme into consideration. If you consider, I've said it a number of times. Perfect. Absolutely. The next line says it all. However, the stability of these economies, the emerging ones, the developing ones, can be quite. The initial theme was they are developing economies, the positive tone. Now I've inserted a contradictory conjunction in between. However, that means you want to insert something negative or contrary. The next line says it all. Sudden shifts in policy or global market conditions leading to volatility. If there's a sudden shift in policy in something such, it leads to volatility. That means it is going to something which can fluctuate. That's the author marked already. Predictable, if it is predictable, we need not worry about that. If that is predictable, it shouldn't be volatile. We can have the precautions initially. So shouldn't be predictable. That's not a matter of concern. If it is resilient, it will change its form and come back to its form again. It is generally used for physical shapes and sizes, just like a spring. If you stretch it, it comes back to the original form in that way. Fragile is something which can be easily broken. You also have objects coming at for home delivery also. Some of those, say glass ones, they are fragile. They can be easily broken. Sudden shifts can shift them. Robust is strong. The first word you will eliminate first of all. So they are fragile because they can change, shift as per the shifts. Fluctuate. Yep. Distort. Yep. For example, changes in trade agreements or fluctuations in commodity prices can blank space the economic landscape of these countries. The only negative option available. The theme is negative. I hope you are grabbing my point. Everyone who is new here, even advanced here, that's how you can get the precision, accuracy in cloze tests, just by keeping the theme into consideration. The initial theme was quite positive. The whole tone was positive. Developing countries, you are getting impressive growth and such. Fine. However, the stability of these can be quite fragile. Certain shifts can change them. For example, changes in trade agreements or fluctuations in these prices can blank space the economic landscape of the country. Can I say change? Can I say alter? Change in the same way. Something such should be here. Enhance is a positive word. For fluctuations, we can't use enhance. Stabilize is a positive word. They are talking about fluctuation. How can that stabilize? Distort is a negative word. Change, alter. Shield is a positive word, to protect. Not needed here. 3 positive, the only negative. Last. Turbulence out there. Yep. Now, paragraph has been changed. There may be a change in theme of the passage. In response, governments are focusing on some policies Remember, you have to make some policies in order to stabilize the economies. A positive word must be there. Yes, thank you, Unnati. To support sustainable growth, you should have blank space policies to stabilize these countries. Conservative, keeping things limited, is a negative word now. Restrictive, the first you can eliminate. We can't have restrictive policies to stabilize the economy and have growth. We should have better policies to enhance it. Expansion is all fine, but expansion is already used for something which is already there. You need to expand it further. That is not expanded, that is actually fluctuating. So we need that same growth, same growth again, for which, I'm sorry, we need progress, a better word. That's not weird, but that's a better choice. Objections heartily welcome. Let's have another one. That was cool. For tier 2, you have that standard and do have that standard. That's a colloquial term, progressive policies. You are singular. I hope you know the meaning of singular. Attractive, impressive, you've always been. Thank you so much. Team India, for example, in T20s, you can see, has changed the approach from being conservative to being aggressive. Grabbing 297 in T20s is not a conservative approach. That's aggression. Wow. Not the Ekvachan. SE, Securities and Exchange Board of India. SEBI, Ruchi. This is another good one. Just go through this and try to eliminate the options. I'll help you grab the theme because you better know you can eliminate them grammatically, in my opinion, quite easily. Has become, has becoming, or such options if they are. Yep, KP. Thank you, Pranjal. Done. Let's go through the options. The first one, answer carefully. I'm not saying they are difficult, but answer carefully, keeping the tone of the passage, not what we think is correct. Komesh, maybe, brother. Jayant. No. Inflation, I think all of us know. I shouldn't use a word in Hindi here. Inflation is when prices go up. Okay? Where in the passage have they talked about prices going up? See? Where in but that is change in stock price. That may go low as well. That may go low as well. Yes, price hike we can say. Now show me, I'm not challenging you, with a smile on my face, with a smile on your face, to be certain, where have they talked about, say, price hike throughout the passage? Have they? Show me. If they are talking about inflation, where is that price hike? Don't answer regulation. If you say regulations, rules and regulations are formal words. And what do you think? Rules and regulations are the key driver of fluctuation. That means if the government is making some rules and regulations, stock market is going to fluctuate. They don't synchronize. Ah, I'll talk to you that it is good for the economy. You must be a follower of this and that political party. I know. That's why you are saying that. You may show us the benefit of rising petrol prices and such, right? No offense to anyone. That was humor. No. They haven't talked about inflation. I'll show you. Regulation can't be the keyword there because fluctuations cannot be caused by rules and regulations. That's a positive word. That's a formal word. Cannot cause fluctuation. And one of the key drivers, not that way. Now, liquidity or speculation. Saving time, going ahead. Himanshu. Thank you. Himanshu. See, listen to me, everyone, with a smile on your face, I assume. They are saying the dynamics, that means changes. Something which is static, something which is dynamic. In the stock market can be quite complex, influenced by a number of factors from geopolitical events to the technological innovations. One of them is for the reason of fluctuation, which can create uncertainty, leading to changes in your sentiment. I should not invest in this. I should invest in this and such. For example, some interest rates often results in changes in stock prices as they adjust their portfolios. You may invest, you may get your money back and such. No problem. Can you see the whole passage this way? A word I can mark from the passage itself. Market trends can be impacted by this, in which there may be mergers, acquisitions, and other decisions made by the companies. They can either enhance or result in a decline. So they're talking about both the aspects. May either enhance or result in decline, depending upon how they align with the expectations. So this is all about speculations. When prices go up, many people say, I should invest in this one because it is going up. At the same time, many people say, I shouldn't invest right now because prices are going up. Once prices go down, I'll buy more of these stocks. No problem if you don't do. I don't do, honestly. But you have heard these lines. If prices are going up, I will buy because this is now going up. I will not buy at the same time because I think when prices go down, I will buy this stock and such. So this is all about, Komesh, very good, speculation. You assume, you expect It may go up, it may go down. So that's the reason of fluctuation. Liquidity is your cash, the flow of cash, money in the market. That's a positive word. Positive words can't create fluctuation. Either inflation, but they haven't talked about price hike throughout the passage. So the only word is speculation. Your assumptions, your expectations, your own adjustments, which you think may not be there. Okay, doubts welcome. Thank you. Something such. Yep. Regulation is going to be, thank you Amit, for stability, not for fluctuations. Thumbs up. Regulations show, make stability, not fluctuations. Very good. Thank you, Komesh. Thank you. Hate you. For example, a blank space in interest rate may result in shift in the stock prices. Absolutely. That's what the whole passage is. What Komesh also marked, one of you, that sometimes I did say that. I have come across that a number of times, that it may be a possibility one of the answers may be there in the closed test. Sometimes directly, sometimes synonymous. What you say, for example, some change in interest rate, change I would say, in interest rate changes your stock prices as people adjust their portfolios. You're talking about the changes. Rise, not surely rising, maybe falling, maybe falling, maybe rising, not sure. Stability is not going to create shifts in the stock market, and not going to, people are not going to adjust their portfolios then. Decline, no. How can I say increasing or decreasing? Any change, either in a positive sense or in a negative sense. Those fluctuations can change their mind. Market trends can be heavily impacted by corporate this is probably a difficult one. If I'm not aware of this, may mark this wrong. That's a difficult one. Yes, Shivani. Actually, they are quite synonymous. They are quite synonymous. If you say trends, no objection. But the next line is not showing trends. Merging, companies getting merged, companies getting acquired, some changes made by the companies. That's not the trend, I would say, not that appropriate. However, there is no positive negative options over here. Forecast is not appropriate for companies, mergers and acquisitions and other decisions made by the companies. Either it is going to be the policies or the strategies. You are mature. Think about the most appropriate answer. Yes, Pranjal. When a government makes something, it is referred, marked, considered a policy, norms, laws, and such. For markets, okay, we are going to buy this company. That's a policy, or that's your market strategy. You have the same word marked over here. That's, listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. That's one of the decisions. That is another decision, or any other strategic decisions. One of them may be merging, one of them may be acquiring, maybe selling, maybe any other strategic decision made by the companies, not by the governments. That's the answer. A better answer. Hello? You can digest it, no problem. Got it? Yes. But Amit, they are also saying, they themselves are saying the same. What? see what we can merge with this company, we can buy this company, we can say do this, do that. The strategic timeout as well. That's also a strategy. Hey, Rishabh Pant, live in the comment section. Rishabh Pant, hello. Didn't you fake that you were hurt, injured during the South Africa game? Stay silent here. Just pass time so we can distract them and such. That was also your strategy, wasn't it? Okay, so a better word is strategy because they are making some such decisions. Objections welcome. That's a close one. It can enhance a company's this or result in a decline. The easy peasy one, I think. Can enhance the company's plus minus. Yes. It can enhance. Menak, perfect. Jayant, Amit, Manish. Yes, all these are the negative ones. You are enhancing a company's, there must be a positive word here. Debt, cost, risk. The only positive in the options. Value. Enhancing the company's value. And the last but not the least today, and we head on to the All India Live Mock discussion on YouTube. Quick, let's finish things off. We'll resume tomorrow. Thank you, Hadiya, Amit. So you must be informed and you must stay absolutely perfect description. You must be strong. You can be weak as per the market changes. Rich, the author is not saying stay informed and change yourself as per the fluctuations or the changes or the shifting things in the market. Change yourself, adapt yourself. You must be adaptable. Can't be solvent, rich, poor, nothing such a better word. Okay, I'm finishing things now. See you in a minute or two at YouTube. You can see the scheduled class, the All India Live Mock description. Can rate the best or the worth you think. Would love to see you pretty soon in a minute. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks everybody. Objections, doubts, welcome. Let's see you in a couple of minutes at YouTube for the All India Live Mock discussion. I would love to say for the very first time here on this English medium channel. Thanks a lot, Menak, Ajay, and everyone here. Thank you so much for the encouragement and support. Heartily. Okay, thank you. See you.